EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Western Pennsylvania and Heinz Field in the Steel City of Pittsburgh. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Cleveland Browns. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Now here's Johnson. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
On the run, here's Anthony McFarland. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
At the 23-yard line.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
Ben Roethlisberger.
2 plays so far, run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Now it's Roethlisberger. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives them the 1st.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph, and he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
1st down.
First carry for Nick Chubb. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line.
The 33-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And 4.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
1st down, Cleveland.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown.
Complete.
Harrison Bryant with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Browns have taken the early lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Deontay Johnson on the return. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And now a hook up downfield on 2nd down. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Deontay Johnson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And it's up and good.
That ties the game at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
No
doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6.
At the 37-yard line.
Roethlisberger now off the bootleg. He's going to launch it for Washington. No, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there.
James Washington.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to take another shot here. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
7-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory.
He's across.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
First down.
Now Chubb on first down, able to work his way forward for about 5.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up second.
A run for Nick Chubb. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And it's complete, Cooper. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. They'll run with Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Touchdown, Cleveland.
Nick Chubb with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They start the drive with Connor. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
At the 16-yard line.
Now Roethlisberger. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 75 yards.
At the 9-yard line.
The Steelers were last in the NFL in red zone touchdown percentage a season ago, down around 35%. It's 1st and goal. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. James Conner, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That's the game at 14. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of it.
There he goes, left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Touchdown, Cleveland.
Nick Chubb with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6. Seibert on for the PAT.
Point after.
It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Makes the score Browns 21.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
First and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it first and 10. On first down, Connor going to be lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Here we go, G. Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. Get up, get up, get up.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Watch the pass. Back through like a...
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
Complete to Eric Ebron.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position. Everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner. With good timing, you get a completion as we just saw there.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. James Conner, the running back, his intended receiver. And that'll make it third down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Roethlisberger now to throw on third down. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 13-yard line. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards. From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on first down. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. James Conner with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
Ties the game at 21 apiece.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Donovan Peoples-Jones on the return. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Second and 5. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him the first.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll be a 2nd down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
2nd and 9.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 2nd and 9, Rodgers eluding the pressure right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. And getting our first update now from Nashville. And it's the Titans who are off to the early lead in that ball game. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. To throw is Rodgers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Now it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
The secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to launch it for Washington. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
He was covered by...
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Chubb. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Rodgers on 3rd down. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked so well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get them going in the excitement area.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half. Play action. It's Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this 1st half.
1 yard line.
29 is the Mike. Mike 29. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29. Better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. Complete, it's Johnson. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Deontay Johnson in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Steelers are going to take the lead. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game.
The score, Steelers 28.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this 1st half as the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Browns take over 1st and 10.
The Browns drive about to get started. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
They run again on 1st down. Chubb And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter three? The Browns drive about to get started. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Rodgers to throw. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
That's out to the left and complete. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Big Al Woods there to make the tackle.
Brings up second.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
17 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
The 20. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Kareem Hunt, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
Is good.
And his kick is right through.
Tie the game, 28-all.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll start with McFarland. And some room to roam now. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Anthony McFarland. 78 yards, and the Steelers are going to take the lead. And it's blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense.
Please tell me this doesn't come off as snarky.
Chris Boswell.
But that's a relative chip shot. I mean, you've got to be able to execute that one. I don't care what they design on the other side about trying to block the kick. That should be 3 points on the board.
Yeah, we've talked about it before. If you're out at 55, 60 yards, low trajectory from here, you get that thing up. This should be 3.
Yeah, there's nothing routine in football, but this one really almost should be. Snap, hold, kick, ball through the post. Didn't happen that way.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They get this to Beckham on the perimeter. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Here's second and a yard.
A gain of 9. Brings up second and 1.
Now Chubb. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Second and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. Here's Rodgers throwing quickly to the flat. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. They run it again with Chubb. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
The ball carrier.
But obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead now, they're dealing with second and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. Throwing on second and 14. Rodgers. It's caught by OBJ. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Third down.
On third down, it's Nick Chubb. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
Aaron Donald's the name most people think about in the defensive tackle position, but an all-pro last year alongside him, Cameron Hayward. An absolute nightmare to try and block. And he gets into the backfield on that play and finishes it off with a loss.
He's good.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Second and 6.
Mike 29. 65. 65. 65. Watch twist.
Here's Roethlisberger. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a second and 1.
He was taken down.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Again, McFarland. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground.
Wow. That ball puck is knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. On the ground, it's McFarland. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
McFarland, the ball carrier. He's tackled at the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Steelers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That gain on third down, good for 28.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On first down, McFarland. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. Now Roethlisberger to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Steelers.
6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
The 2-yard line.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
The Steelers were last in the NFL in red zone touchdown percentage a season ago, down around 35%. It's 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
The 3-yard line.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Let's go, defense. Here we go. Check 31, check 31.
They'll run with McFarland. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Anthony McFarland with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. And his kick is good.
That's the score. Steelers 41.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Browns drive about to get started. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. He's going up top, and that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 29.
A gain of 43.
It's a big play there for the Browns. 43 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11, 1st down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another nice gain, 16 yards there at a 1st down again.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. Boy, they had it at the 1. The false start moves it to the 6 now for 1st and goal. Following the penalty, Chubb. A nifty move on the run, but ultimately stops short of the goal line down at the 2. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Browns are back within a score. And those 3 rushing touchdown games in this league, you know darn well, those are hard to come by. They're becoming even harder to come by as the years go by, aren't they?
Isn't that the truth? It doesn't matter what you do in terms of game planning. You may be a run-first team, but you're running against an NFL defense. That's some of the biggest, fastest, best athletes on the planet. Hard to do. Cherish that moment, even as he's eager to add to that total.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st downs a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26.
Barr brought him down.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 26-yard line.
Roethlisberger will throw. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh 1st.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. On 1st down, McFarland. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame.
And 6 at the 41-yard line.
Six yards left on 2nd down. McFarland once more. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And indeed, they will keep it on the ground. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. A gain of 5. 1st down, Pittsburgh. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
36. Chance.
They'll run here with McFarland. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter.
1st down.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Running with McFarland. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10. They run the counter. McFarland, and he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you got to feel good about your chances.
And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and
Charles,
3.
it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Pittsburgh, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Browns, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year.
And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.